Hi everyone, I've got something new to share with you today. I finally received these. I ordered them a while ago from Japan. And yes, they're the Pentel oil pastels for artists. So I'm going to review them today and I'm going to compare them with the regular Pentel oil pastels that are much easier to find here in the US. Right away, it seems like these are bigger than these. This is a set of 50 and so is this one. So let's see what they look like. They are square, which is a change from the regular oil pastels. These are round, and the difference in shape is the reason why the box for the artist ones is smaller, because you can put them nicely side by side. They take less space. So let's compare the sizes. The artist ones are a little bit longer and probably a little thicker as well. These still smell like gasoline. Yuck. And these, they don't. They have a little smell, but it's more like an art supply smell. You can't really tell unless you put your nose on them, so it's great. And right away I noticed that just like with this set, there are two white sticks, which I appreciate. I went ahead and rotated all the sticks, and this is the only information that you will find on them. It's basically the number and the color name. They start at 100 and they go all the way to 148, so it's really in order. I compared the colors with these and they do not seem to be quite the same, although the range of colors seems pretty similar. I think that there's probably more in the browns here than here, and a few more grays in this line here. So I'm going to grab some colors that are named the same and I will compare them to see how they feel on paper. So we have a Naples yellow here, same here. They do not seem to be the same color, but we'll see. We've got a scarlet, I want to try these two. This is pistachio green and pale green. They look pretty similar. I want to see if they are similar, if they are the same. And then we're going to take a Prussian blue. Now I like that the writing on these is white on the dark wrapper because it's easy to read. These, for the darker colors, it's all written in black and it's super hard to read. Black on the dark color is very hard to read. Alright, let's give it a try. Let's start with the Naples yellow. They're not the same color for sure. This is a little bit lighter. I really like the Pentel oil pastels because they're, even though they're a little on the drier side, at least these guys, they're very saturated. So these feel dry as well, but they seem brighter, or at least for this color. Let me try the rest. I think it's pretty obvious with the Prussian blue here. See how you can see the paper through the regular Pentel, and the artist one is pretty opaque. Alright, so these two aren't the same. They're not the same name, they're not the same colors. I thought they might be. I want to try these two as well. Not the same name. This one says yellow green and this one says Veronese green. The artist ones, they're definitely a lot more saturated, a lot more opaque. Basically with this, you go over them and you add another layer and they look pretty good. But this, you just go once and it covers the paper. It's really, you can tell the difference. The hardness is about the same, but the opacity and the pigmentation is definitely really good quality. So the box for this set here does not give anything, like no, doesn't say except that they're for artists. But this one and other ones by Pentel, they do mention that they are light fast. So these should be, I would think that the artist quality one would be light fast since the student ones are already. Alright, so I'm going to put these away, and it's kind of easy to put them away, even though this is kind of awkward to have them loose in the box. But since they are definitely in numerical order, it's pretty easy to put them back where they belong. And once they're put away, I'm going to do my test. So I already did my eye a while ago with the Pentel, the regular box. And I already really liked it. I liked the pigmentation and that it didn't leave too many crumbs. So today, I'm going to use the artist quality pastels on this page and see what they feel like, what they look like. I've already selected all the colors that are needed. And again, I'm going to put the Black Beans tutorial video in the description box below so that you can follow along if you want to do this kind of test. So here's the result. They're definitely hard pastels and you really have to push hard on the paper, especially once you start adding more and more layers. I found that it was actually harder to add more layers, probably because they're a little bit softer than the regular Pentel oil pastels. And in the end, you can tell when I was adding more and more layers, it looks a little bit muddy, but it could also be me not having too much experience. I mean, the sketch itself, you can tell I went really quick. The iris is way too small compared to the eyeball, but it doesn't matter. It was just to try the pastels. Now let's compare with the other Pentel set. The saturation is there, but you can still see the paper through, at least in some areas. Compared to this, you can definitely tell the difference as far as the opacity is concerned. I probably use different colors. That's why the rendering is different. But, you know, I must say I like both of them. They're slightly different. You can tell that the Pentel artists are higher quality for sure. I definitely appreciate the fact that they don't smell as strong as the other set. Now, let's talk price and see if it's worth it. The set for artists is hard to get in the US. I found it on Amazon Japan. I'll leave a link down below also. And the set of 50 sticks costs about $40, which seems to be a normal price for a set of artist oil pastels. That said, you can't replace the sticks because they are not available open stock, at least in the US, obviously because the sets aren't very easily found in the US to start with. So when I run out of a color or two, would I be willing to spend another $40 to buy a brand new set? I'm not sure I would. The other set, the regular set, it cost about $8, which definitely tells you that it's not an artist's quality set. That said, it's pretty good. I like it. A lot of people do like it too. I'm pretty sure I found some open stock sticks. I'll have to look again. But if you can't, considering the box of 50 is about $8, I don't think I would mind spending another $8 to get another box to replace a few colors. Like I said, I had a hard time layering a lot with these, and I think that they would work very well with softer pastels like the Munguillo or Sennelier, where you would do your base layers with your Pentel because they're harder, and use your softer pastels on top, like again the Munguillo Gallery or the Sennelier. So together, they would work very well. In conclusion, I like them very much. They're great. The price is pretty reasonable for an artist quality. That said, because they're not available very easily, it's kind of a deal breaker for me. I don't think I would buy another set. So unless they become more available in the US, that's it with this set. I'm going to use it up and probably not replace it. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you liked this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're feeling very generous, you can always click on that thanks button that's right next to the share button. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.